this is the third time that I've tried to make this video today. It's just really not coming out properly, and that's okay. I was talking about the 4th of July. Let's just keep it simple, Joe. Don't go on any sort of ravings. Just talk very simply about your 4th of July experience today. I won't even say anything about how I'm not even sure I want to be celebrating the U.S. right now, because that's just a whole rabbit hole, a whole messy rabbit hole. My day was pretty good today. My sister and my brother-in-law have been over for this whole weekend, so it's been nice seeing them again. We had a little 4th of July with some of our high school friends last night, like a little celebration last night, and now today is the actual 4th of July, and I saw another childhood friend, one that I've known since like kindergarten, since we were wee little children, and we ate so much food. I have had so much food this weekend. I probably had as many calories in this weekend as I do in a general week. That's partially because I don't eat enough food in my day-to-day a lot of the time, but it's also just because I just went wild this weekend, and it was great. I don't know, something inside me just unlocked. I didn't feel a lot of the stress that I normally feel about eating a lot of food in front of people. I did get some pretty bad, like, tummy aches yesterday, though, because I did overstuff myself in a really short period of time. And then after my, I went to, like, a barbecue today with my childhood friend and his fam. And I had scene rehearsal. There's a scene I talked about a couple days ago, just where I play a high school kid. And it was really, really fun, and I think the scene is going to go really, really well tomorrow. My acting class is getting so full of people, and everybody wants to do a scene, and like each scene takes about 15 minutes to do. It's only like a 3-hour class, so like some weeks we haven't really been able to do any warm-ups at all. We've just gone right into rehearsing scenes. And that's awesome. I love that I get to see so many different people's works. At the same time, it makes it so stressful. You're sitting in class, you're like, we might run out of time before we get to do mine today. And like my scene partners aren't always there from one week to the next. So like we won't get to do it, and then it'll be weeks and weeks. I had one situation last year where my scene partner and I did a scene, and then we were going to do it the next week, like bring it back, with some of the notes that she gave us. And then we didn't end up getting to do it for like a month. That's just how it works out sometimes, and it's so stressful in between. You're like, I just want to go up and do my scene. I want to go up and do a good job. I want people to see how good I am. That's not the whole thing. At least it's not anymore. I think on my most egoic weeks, that is definitely a lot of the reason I'm in acting class, is to get validation that I am a good actor. But most of the time these days, I'm coming in with a very honest, like, I just want to see if I can inhabit this character and this person well. And like I said, for high school students, I feel like I do a pretty good job most of the time. I feel like my partner and I got it to a place today, even after only running the scene a couple times, that we're like, we could bring this in, and she would have some notes for us. But it's something. It's some pretty solid work, I think, from both of us. And I've never worked with a scene partner before. And she's really cool. We've had class together for over a year now. And just for one reason or another, it's just never worked out that we did a scene before. So this should be pretty good. I do work tomorrow. Normally I don't work on Tuesdays, but they asked me weeks ago, hey, because we're not going to call you in for 4th of July, can you come in for the 5th of July? Like, yeah, but I really liked working Monday and then having Tuesday off and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like only 3 days in a row at a time. I feel like I'm going to feel pretty burned by the end of Friday. And I totally know that I am super privileged to not generally work 4 days in a row, let alone 5. Like, I know that this is still a pretty good situation by most people's standards. Yeah. So, I'm not complaining, but I am complaining. I mean, the brain gets used to, it adapts to its circumstances, and then when changes are thrown in there, it takes a little while being frazzled for it to really get used to it again. It's the reason that rich people complain when little small annoyances happen to them that still give them a way better situation than most, average income people. It's because they've adapted to everything going their way all of the time, and then suddenly something doesn't go their way. It's like how, you know, I got used to not getting peed on, and then today, what do you know? This guy walks up to me on